Yes guys, I'm back again with another video. So basically today I wanted to discuss the topic how to build lean muscle. Something that people ask quite a lot, so usually I take it what people mean is when they say build lean muscle is they quite like this aesthetic appearance that isn't too bulky, hasn't got too much muscle. When people say how do I build lean muscle, I take it as they want to build like this really lean chiseled physique, a bit like Brad Pitt in Fight Club or like a boxer's physique. So first things first, I just wanted to say that there is no such thing as lean muscle. Muscle is muscle. There's no variation of muscle. There's not, like fat muscle, heavy muscle, and lean muscle. Muscle's just muscle. It's the appearance of the person that makes the muscle look lean or not. So basically in this video I'm just going to get into that and how to achieve this lean kind of approach to it, rather than, like this big bulky approach that people tend to want to avoid. So listed here is basically 3 things that I would do to ensure that you're building muscle in a lean way. So like I said earlier, there's no such thing as lean muscle. Muscle is literally just muscle. But when people say lean muscle, it basically means that they don't want to have this really bulky approach where they put on too much fat with the muscle. So when you say lean muscle, all it is basically putting on muscle without body fat. So the way that you do this is try and make sure that you're not eating in too much of a calorie surplus. So what you want to do is you want to be eating around 300 to 500 over your maintenance. So that will ensure that you're not putting on too much body fat along with your muscle. With this kind of surplus, you should be just putting on muscle tissue without the fat. That's what lean muscle is. It's just muscle without fat. And make sure you keep your body fat percentages quite low, so you're going to achieve this really lean, athletic, aesthetic kind of physique when you're below like 15%. You'll really notice it when you get like below 12, below 10, when you get to single digits. But as long as you're on this surplus and you're trying to keep your body fat below 15%, then you will come across and appear, pretty lean really. If it starts to get over this, then that's when this more bulky appearance will come off, and you start edging towards 20%, 25%, then that's when you get this like bodybuilder kind of look where there's just too much body fat going on. So try and make sure that while you're on this building phase that you're not getting above 15% body fat, I'd say, because if you get above that, that's when you're going to start looking, like you're not lean anymore, and you're going to be giving off this like bulky approach that you're wanting to avoid, hence why you want to know how to build lean muscle. And another thing that you should do is try and not stay on this bulk for too long. So obviously if you stay on a bulk for too long, eventually once you start hitting your genetic limit, you're going to start putting fat on. So like achieving your dream physique is going to be a combination of bulking and cutting, so it's all about knowing how long to stay in these periods. So if you're a newbie at the gym, you could probably get away with being on a bulk for like a year before you're going to need a cut, probably 18 months realistically, if you're doing it in a 300 to 500 surplus and you're doing it lean. So yeah, I would make sure that you don't stay on that bulk for too long. Don't stay on it for years, because then you will start getting above that 15% mark. You'll head towards 20, 25, and then you're not going to have this ideal physique that you want. So if you're looking to build lean mass, then these are the steps. Basically, make sure that you're eating in a small surplus, not a massive one. You're also keeping your body fat as low as you can, and don't stay on this bulk like growing phase for too long, otherwise then you will start putting fat on. But to conclude the video, I just keep seeing this phrase thrown around a lot, like lean muscle, build lean muscle. There's no such thing as lean muscle. Like muscle is just muscle. There's no such thing as lean muscle. It's when people see these like physiques where people say, oh, I've got lean muscle, it's just basically muscle without fat. That's all it is. It's just a muscle. It's just somebody that's eaten in a small surplus, grown the muscle, and put very little fat on with the muscle because they've calculated the calories right, and that's why they look the way that they do. But there's no such thing as lean muscle, so get out of your head for starters. It's just minimum fat gain while you're on this bulk or building phase, whatever you want to call it. So let's get on to the next bit. 3 more factors if you're wanting to look to build like muscle without fat, basically lean muscle as people call it. You want to be training hypertrophy rep ranges so that you're stimulating muscle growth. So this can be between people say 8 to 12 or 6 to 12, anywhere in that range you're going to be building muscle and stimulating muscle growth. You want to ensure progressive overload when you're training, so you want to make sure that you're going in week out and you're adding to your lift. So this can be the weight. So say for example on week 1 you bench 50 kilograms on the bench press. Week 2 you want to try and go in and either add reps to your last session. So say you did that for 8 last session, try and do it for 9 or 10 the following week. If you do and you get to the higher rep range of the, like pushing towards the 12, then what you want to do is you want to up the weight at that point. So you want to train in the 8 to 12 rep range. Once your lifts start getting towards the 12 and above that, then you need to start looking to increase the weight week in, week out, so you're getting stronger every week. And also another thing that you need to do is do cardio when it's needed. So if you do overeat perhaps one day or 1 week and you start noticing that you're not as lean anymore, then you need to do a bit of cardio. So you could do like a bit of LISS cardio, which is low intensity steady state. So this could be like a walk on a treadmill, incline, Stairmaster. You could just go for a walk around, and then this way you're going to be just ensuring that you're in the fat burning ranges rather than burning all of your gains, because if you're quite lean, then your body will try and go for your muscle and use that as a energy source as well. So that's basically it. It's only a 6-7 minute video, but I just wanted to cover that because people seem to think that lean muscle is a thing, and it exists, and there's different kinds of muscle that you can build by doing different exercises. Muscle is just muscle. Building muscle lean is building muscle without putting fat on with it that goes with it. And to do this, you just need to eat in a small surplus. If you eat 1,000 calories above your maintenance, you'll start putting muscle on pretty quickly, but you'll have fat gain to go with it. This isn't a different type of muscle, this is just muscle with fat gain too. And lean muscle is basically the muscle without the fat gain, because you're only eating to fuel your muscles rebuilding rather than storing energy. So that's all it is. There's no such thing as lean muscle. But yeah, if you guys need any help with anything any further, I've got a push-pull legs program in the description if you want to follow the link. I also offer online coaching as well, so if you wanted to have a look into that, you can do if you have a look in the bio. And also I've got a free testosterone food diary if you wanted to have a look at that. I'll leave all links to these in the description if you need any further assistance with anything. Also, I do Q&As now, so if you wanted to leave some comments for things that you want me to answer, anything like that, I'll do. So yeah, see you in a bit.